significant data in terms of persuasion. Like what they did a case study in 2001. They published 4 years of field research. How do you pitch new ideas to executives, to colleagues, and to subordinates? They found that all successful proposals had four elements. One of those elements was an emotional component, because we know as humans from psychology research that we make decisions based on emotion. So I'm not advocating that you necessarily make a very emotional pitch per se, but you do need to have that element in there so people resonate with the idea.
When you talk about emotion, I mean, what? Give me an example of something that might be something that emotion that you would put into a pitch. Is it just the way you do it, or is it the kinds of stories you tell?
So I coached a group of Stanford students that were doing essentially a product that would help you detect epilepsy before it happened. So they started off with a problem. They said epilepsy affects, I don't know how many thousands of Americans, hundreds of thousands of Americans. And the result is, you don't know when you're going to go unconscious. So you could be driving and then you black out, you wake up in the hospital because you got in an accident. It's like, okay, that's not bad, right? Actually, they didn't even say that. They just said, so it can be dangerous driving. So I said, let's see if we can add an emotional component. So then they revised their pitch. They went in the next time and they said this. They said, imagine you're driving home from work one day. You're going to go have your wife or your husband has just prepared dinner, and as you turn onto your street, you black out. Then you don't know when you wake up. See, they didn't say this the first time, but when you wake up, you're in the hospital. You don't know what happened. All you know is you've got a known accident. So by bringing the investor into it, by making it real, as opposed to just saying, and I actually mistaken earlier. All they said earlier was, this can get you into accidents. They didn't actually say, imagine this could happen, you could black out, you could wake up here. So the emotional component affected the investors much more in the room,